We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Wizards of Austin taking on the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 19 Lions.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Ready.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. And his throw here is incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. They'll set up the screen to Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives. It's 0 first down. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Waddle now to return it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Left side, it's complete. And touchdown! A big play there. 60 yards. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
What is it on? Here we go.
To throw, it's Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hold on.
Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another big gainer, 2 in succession, as this one goes for 32. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Williams completes it to Evan Ingram, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Andres Borregales on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, since the leaping rules were changed back in 2017, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
18, Buffalo 8, 19, Lions. Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Wizards take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, a big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Williams. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the 1st half. You do have the entire 2nd half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
They've broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've taken it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Wizards continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Thrown quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Vegas, Vegas! Punch first, punch first, punch first, punch first! Like walking seriously.
Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A chance for Waddle on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Wizards are pouring it on. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This is taken around the 12. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys.
Now he's loose again. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Wizards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Etienne bringing in another one. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll tuck this and run. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready. Come next. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's the give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. He'll try and do this himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Squeaks. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
70, 7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Williams. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to at least get one score back. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Wizards continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Looking to throw is Williams. In trouble, and he's taken down. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Vegas! Puzzle.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
this is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air. And defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
To throw, it's Williams. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And for the right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw, Williams. A short throw to Ingram. That's a strong run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Borregales now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches it.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards there, the first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one was a long time ago.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Mustang, pack, 65 catch, 65 catch.
They're going to look to throw. That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Come on, come on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
with his talent in the pocket, aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach has plenty to say about this game.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
17 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll run with ETN. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Going for it. Here's ETN. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Broncos.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Smith is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Watch first! Watch first! Travel. Vegas, Vegas. Yes.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, set.
And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
18, Robert. 18, here we go.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down.
19, Light.
A gain of 31 yards. And Austin, first down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Come on. Set. Six.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. If he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for three, and he'll need all. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to win. There he goes, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Yeah. Double. Punch third.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under